Hello, it's day 3 of my 5 to Thrive healthy mindset concepts that I'm sharing with you this week. And today is all about releasing the junk from the past that's been floating around for decades. So releasing the past is really important for a healthy mindset. And that is because emotions are boulders that hold us in the past, okay? If you've ever been in a situation where you've been triggered by something's happened and you've had an emotional response, whether it be over the top anger, whether it be a surge of sadness, whether it be that real feeling of guilt for something that you're not even sure that you did, but you just have this underlying feeling of guilt. These negative emotions can bubble up and come out in sometimes irrational or ways when we have had things that have happened in the past that we have not as yet released, unresolved negative emotions. What happens is, as we grow up, is that we take on belief systems and we learn behaviors from our parents and the people who are around us when we're young. We are conditioned by external factors. We are conditioned by our environment and the places we grew up in. And what happens there is that these events, beliefs, and emotions have guided us in so many different ways, sometimes positive and sometimes negative. You know, feeling slightly emotional about something is a natural and normal reaction. It's important in life because emotions actually guide us and give us direction. The feeling of guilt when you've done something wrong, when you know you've done something wrong, is normal because as a child we learn what's the difference between right and wrong. As we get older, if we haven't done something wrong and yet we still have this underlying feeling of guilt that we're not doing enough or we're not giving enough, then that's where we can get into problems, and that's where it becomes an emotional boulder. So what happens is these little emotions are sparked in childhood. These negative feelings are sparked in childhood when we're too young to even understand what they mean or how to process them. Often it could be the first time that you ever felt sadness or fear or resentment because a sibling was born, or guilt because you did something wrong, or, a teacher told you off. It could be something even seemingly insignificant. I'm talking about emotions when you are 2, when you're a baby, when you're 3, you're 4, you're 5, you're 6, you're 7. So this is dating back in the past, the real past. And so what happens is, as we go through life, if these emotions and these boulders have not been resolved, the unconscious mind has suppressed it, and every time a trigger happens, when you're 30, you're 35, you're 40, you're 42, you're 45, what happens is that emotion boils up, and it's the same trigger response from the first time that you actually felt it when you were in childhood. But there is good news. Meditation guru Deepak Chopra says, negative emotions are like uninvited guests. Just because they show up doesn't mean they have to stay. Yay! So, how do you release these negative emotions? First thing is you can ask yourself a series of questions. Second is affirmations. The third thing that I want to share with you is timeline therapy, which is a process that I do to be able to help my clients who've had incredible results, not only my own results, but in their lives, be able to release the 5 major negative emotions, which are anger, fear, sadness, hurt, and guilt. So if you're interested in exploring this, please get in contact with me because I have a 45-minute free consultation that I offer every single new client to be able to find out what you're looking to achieve, what you need some help with in your life, and I'd be more than happy to share more information with you. The next video, I'm going to share with you the questions and the affirmations if you want to do some exploratory work on yourself. So if you're doing this exploratory work yourself, you can start out with some questions and do some journaling time. So the first question is my response to this situation with intense emotion warranted? Or am I feeling this emotion for some other reason? What is the deeper structure? What is actually going on? Am I really upset about this thing, this event, or this scenario? Or perhaps it's linked to something else. What potentially could it be linked to? Okay, some questions for you. And then positive affirmations, because affirmations really help us to move the needle and to move forward in our life because we're focusing on the positive things that we want to take on, new belief systems, new conditioning. So I completely release the past and I live in the now. By releasing the past, I allow myself to move forward, to move onwards and upwards. I am at peace with my past. And the last one, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right here, right now. Yes, you are. Thank you so much for watching.